After having spent a couple hours on the phone calling hotels in San Francisco, I finally settled in on the Hotel Majestic. It just sounded like the vibrant, rich history of its past just kind of lured me in, and I got my curiosity going, and I just decided this is the place to stay. Not to mention it was about half as much to stay there as it was in most of the other places I was looking into staying in San Francisco. But when I got here, I was pleasantly surprised. What a wonderful building. Just majestic is a good way to describe it. The lobby was beautiful. It just had all kinds of old furnishings, and the carpet was immaculate. The building was just really clean. And knowing that it was built in 1902 and it had survived the earthquake of 1906, this building actually survived, like there was 30 fires in San Francisco because broken gas lines. And just to know that it's one of the few, and accordingly it's the only hotel that survived and is still in operation today from when it was originally started in 1902, just made it a wonderful place to go check out and just see if I fit into this curiosity forsaken hotel. If you do a Google search on it and look into the history of this hotel, you'll find that there's stories of ghosts of a little girl that lived there and died there, and her ghost is supposedly still hanging around here. It just goes on and on. I didn't worry about that too much because I'm staying on the 5th floor, which was added onto in 1965. Before that it was a 4-story hotel. So I didn't get any ghost activity the night I stayed there, but it was very interesting and just very original in an old way, although a lot of new things have been done to it to make it modernized. It had old world charm big time. The original owners, the Schmidts, later who became politicians locally in San Francisco, were from Great Britain, and I suppose he was the butterfly collector, but they have an extensive collection of butterflies in the lounge.
Oh, no, thank you. You work here?
Yes.
What's your name? Very nice to meet you. I think I talked to you on the phone when I came. So this is the Butterfly Museum.
Yes.
Beautiful. So it's a cocktail lounge slash... Are they old? You mean they were since the original... Wow. Oh, it was the owner that collected them? Really? What was the first owner's name?
I'm not sure, but he was from the Britain, I guess.
From Great Britain?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, they're known for collecting butterflies, aren't they?
The first one? The first one is sweet family. Sweet family.
They are from Britain, right?
Yes.
They're beautiful.
Yes.
He's got them all arranged according to type and color.
Yes.
Wow. What's that? Is that a butterfly?
Yes. In the night time it's very quiet in here.
And as I approached the elevator, when I first opened the door, I was in for quite a surprise. It's got artwork in it that seems kind of odd to me, but the elevator worked and it went all the way to the 5th floor, and it's a rarity in a hotel this old probably to have a nice big elevator like this, but it made my life easy. And even though the 5th floor was built in 1965, long after the hotel was originally built, the elevator went all the way up, and that kind of made me think maybe that's when it got its elevator, was when the 5th floor was added onto. Coming out of the elevator, I found my way down this beautiful hallway with these antique lamps to my room, number 511. And when I came in, I was shocked. It was so beautiful, I couldn't believe it. It just had beautiful furnishings and these big drapery curtains, and the bed had a big curtain across the top of it. The mattress was soft and everything was just so nice and fresh and clean, and just felt friendly to me. I just couldn't believe the beautiful room I found, completely furnished. It had 2 sets of pillows, it had a safe in the closet, it had a wheelchair accessible bathroom with a roll-in shower. Just exactly what I wanted. And so setting up and getting my house ready to live in was just a real easy thing to do. I felt very, very roomy. It was large, and it had great access in and out of the bathroom. It had lots of room to roll around when I was in the main room of it, and I just felt right at home. All the toiletries are there, everything's in place. It had a fireplace, and I'm kind of guessing back in the old days that fireplace was for real. You can see my little red car parked down there on the street. I left it out there overnight, and it was fine. Didn't want to have to pay to park it. And so what was really curious about the place is there's no screens on the windows. You can open these windows up and hang out of them and just enjoy that nice cool San Francisco air. And it was kind of a cloudy day, but I think on a clear day in the distance you could probably see down towards Fisherman's Wharf and back towards the city in another direction. But this is the Pacific Heights neighborhood in San Francisco, and it just seemed really clean and really safe. And it just amazed me how you could walk out there and walk along the edges of the building if you were crazy enough. But it was real curious to know that it was the roof right out there before they had built this 5th floor on. And so I guess that's why I had a big enough bathroom for a roll-in shower and everything, is because this building, this part of the building was built later on in 1965. And I can tell that compared to the old original pictures of the building, it wasn't anywhere near as fancy on the outside. You see all this woodwork and just extra touches, and they put a fire escape on it. It just had a lot of features that I don't think were on the original hotel. And it just looks like a lot of real fancy wood carving and trim and moldings. And it just was an absolutely beautiful building inside and out. This is not a paid advertisement by any means. If you want a taste of some real San Francisco history, I suggest you come and try out Hotel Majestic. It is incredibly awesome. The second room over from the left on the top was my room, and it was incredible. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it. And while I was here, I went 2 blocks down the street to an incredible Persian restaurant. You'll find that on my next video. Hope you have a great trip.